decision?
I mean, I thought I won by split decision, like, it's a close fight, but I thought I won.
And Manny, like he has throughout his whole entire career, does a great job with 30 seconds left or even the 10-second clapper of throwing flurries, and the crowd reacts and steals rounds.
Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions. We've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw instead.
Following Manny Pacquiao's majority draw against Mario Barrios on July 19th, rumors have emerged claiming that Pacquiao has leaked evidence pointing to judge manipulation, although no official documents or confirmed statements have been released. To support the allegation, the boxing world is already ablaze with speculation.
But Manny Pacquiao, was history robbed by this decision? Because we've seen bad decisions. We've seen them before. They don't cost somebody the way it cost Manny Pacquiao. That would have been historic, and we get a draw instead. What's your opinion?
Everyone's screaming robbery, and I understand. I mean, the nostalgia of watching Manny Pacquiao go out there and do what he did. I mean, he was absolutely incredible for his age. In terms of, was he incredible for Manny Pacquiao? No, because Manny from 10 years ago, I think, would ice Barrios in one round. But this version of Manny Pacquiao, which it was so amazing to watch. I mean, what a legend. For him to be able to do what he did at this advanced age, come back from a 4-year hiatus, hasn't fought in 4 years, step right into a 12-round.
Awful loss, by the way.
Awful loss, and look that damn good. And listen, I know you're gonna be like, oh, he didn't, he looked okay. Barrios didn't look good at all. Doesn't matter. Against Ugas, he didn't look good. Pacquiao looked bad in the Ugas fight. He looked good in this fight. So I don't know. I'm over the moon for Manny Pacquiao. His ability to do what he did at this stage of his career, the fact that he always comes back, he's always looking for the biggest challenges.
Fans, analysts, and Pacquiao himself have strongly criticized the scoring of the fight. One judge awarded Barrios a 115-113 edge, while the other two scored it a 1-1-4-1-1-4. Draw despite widespread belief that Pacquiao had clearly outperformed over 12 rounds. If the circulating whispers hold any truth, such as leaked internal communications or questionable scorecard discrepancies, it could spark a major scandal, casting serious doubt on the integrity of the judging process at Las Vegas' MGM Grand.
This fight against Mario Barrios was a bit of a roller coaster ride because, it looked for a minute there like this could have been an Ugas situation and Manny was going to look a little sad. Trying to get on my scorecard here, it was not a hard fight to score. I'll tell you that one right now, because first round, obviously a Manny Pacquiao round, Barrios didn't even throw punches. Second round was a little closer, but I still thought Pacquiao had the action. And my thinking going into this is why I bet on Pacquiao. I've been to a couple Barrios fights in Vegas. I've seen him fight on a couple of cards, Canelo card, Benavidez card. I've interviewed Barrios at least twice, I think maybe 3 times. Really good dude, San Antonio, super solid. A bigger welterweight, but has had some tough goes when he stepped up in competition. Gervonta Davis fight comes to mind.
While debates continue over punch stats and Pacquiao's relentless aggression, much of the spotlight has shifted to Mario Barrios' lackluster showing. The younger champion appeared hesitant throughout the bout, showing little urgency and struggling to maintain a consistent defense. He failed to control the center of the ring or push the pace, leaving many fans wondering if he was overly cautious or possibly overwhelmed by Pacquiao's legendary presence. In the end, his passive risk-averse approach left many feeling he hadn't done enough to even warrant a draw.
So yeah, everybody, so this is Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. So yeah, everybody, Manny Pacquiao, this ended in a draw. So yeah, it was a good fight, very good fight. I thought Pacquiao edged it, based off, I don't know, maybe eye-catching work, but Barrios was, I would say, was slipping away halfway through 6-7, around that there, and then he came back in the last couple of rounds, but in the same time, I think Pacquiao did enough to win the fight. But it was a great fight, everybody. Manny Pacquiao looked far from done in this fight. He looked fantastic, looked like Father Time didn't beat him, and he was quite impressive tonight. And more impressive than the expedition he did face in Japan not too long ago. So, it was a great fight. Unfortunately, there's no win put down to either fighter. It was a draw. Second draw for Barrios too. His last draw was from the Abdul Ramos. So, yeah. So this was a great fight, everybody. What do you guys think about it? I thought it was a very, very good fight. And yeah.
Former two-time welterweight champion Sean Porter, who knows Pacquiao well from their sparring sessions, didn't mince words in his reaction. He firmly stated that it was nearly impossible to justify giving rounds to Barrios, saying, "It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds. I don't feel like Mario ever took control or seized momentum. If you had a meter, it was swinging Manny's way the entire time." Porter slammed the decision as a display of outright incompetence, criticizing the judges by saying, "They don't understand this level of boxing. This is Harvard. This is Yale. They're not even in high school." Ending with blunt honesty, he added, "I don't trust judges." His sharp remarks echoed the widespread sentiment that Pacquiao had done more than enough to earn a clear win, not a controversial majority.
What do you think about the overall matchup?
Everything, man. I watched him train like last week or the week before, and amazing to see him still move and bounce and do all the same things that he was doing in camp years ago when I was with him. So he's still locked in. He's still him, Crazy, but he is. You know what they say, man. The last thing to go is that power.
Listen. We've seen Manny on the end of bad decisions before. Timothy Bradley, excuse me. Jeff Horn fight, Shout out to Tim. I know how you feel about that. Family. But this is what he's got to deal with. You can't go through a camp, do what you just did right there. We saw all the heart, everything that we've always seen from Manny, and this is the result. Shout out to Mario. He made the fight difficult just from being a big guy who is a better boxer than I realized. Came to the ring with a true game plan to try to box and be patient, find openings and things of that nature. I don't think that Mario did enough to win. I don't think he did enough for a draw. I think that there was a lot more that he could have done. But the main thing is the style that he chose to box was actually a good style to use against Manny Pacquiao. They were saying that they were going to come right to the middle of the ring, and they did. But they came to the middle of the ring, and then they circled, they moved, they worked behind the jab. Not enough jabs, not enough of everything for Mario.
Veteran trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas offered a more measured perspective on the Pacquiao-Barrios decision. Speaking on his show after reviewing the fight closely, Atlas described it as a tightly contested bout with several close rounds. While he acknowledged that some fans may have felt Pacquiao was robbed, he believed the draw was a reasonable and fair outcome. Atlas pointed out that Pacquiao showed signs of age, early and understandable for a 46-year-old, but eventually found his rhythm as the fight progressed. He conceded that viewers could justifiably have scored the fight for Pacquiao, but emphasized it wasn't the blatant robbery many were claiming. In Atlas's view, the draw didn't violate any sense of justice, it simply reflected how evenly matched the contest